All right, and then the last part is we got a preview, a bit better, of Inazuma, which included a bunch of what looks like concept art for the various areas around. So we'll go through them by one and talk about them. So Inazuma, of course, being based on Japan, has a number of islands. And the first one is called Narukami Island, which is a fertile, nice looking place.
The traditional Sakura, of course.
Yeah, it's like it
It
seems to
looks
be the
like,
mainland island, based on the
yeah,
description.
it does. It also seems to, interestingly, if you look at that Sakura, it looks very much like the tree in Windrise. I don't know if that's by accident or if it's just a kind of, it's going to be an equally
Mm.
important, like, big
I
tree
mean,
of Japan. Oh,
it's
sorry,
a big
Inazuma.
tree and a concept art. I wouldn't put too much stock into
I know
it, but
it could. I know it's just
I think it'll
prominently
be
placed on
it'll
top of
be
like
an
the biggest
important
hill.
tree. But
So it could be, yeah. It's just,
yeah, well, we'll see.
context
Maybe it
clues. We'll
is.
see.
The other island that we know of so far is called Yashiori Island, which has a big
Which is,
snake skeleton on it.
yeah, which is, and it's called. It's saying that the presence of evil here is palpable. So I don't know if that's like the skeleton of an old god from the Archon Wars, or if it's just some big monster. But either way, for some reason, there is evil on this place. And the second picture, it looks, far more evil than the
Yeah, the
first.
first one's like, oh, nice fields, grass, there's like birds, and the second's like, oh, a dried up well, a dried up sea. There's like a destroyed boat, like cracks, crag everywhere. Ugh,
Yeah,
nasty.
it looks storms and everything. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. And I wonder if this is going to be some sort of. I wonder if the area is going to be. Um, I don't know how to say it, like some sort of enemy heavy area, or like enemies are stronger there, or some sort of thing. It could be a.
Hmm.
It could be again nothing indicating this other than just them saying it's evil. But I feel like they could do things with that. They could have it be a challenging area or something.
The next one is Tatarasuna Kanazuka, which is the mountains surrounding the Mikage furnace. And it is much like the first picture, just some nice fields. Impervious to the effects of war. Um,
Yes, they do mention that a few times throughout these pictures, don't they?
and the furnace also talks about that, so we'll just get right into that as well.
Yeah.
This
The
appears to be like
largest.
the like however you know how every region has like the main city and then like the smaller settlement.
Yeah, this
This
looks like it
would
might be.
this be the smaller settlement.
It's interesting. It's the largest smelting facility in all the islands of Inazuma. So their production facility, I would imagine, is what that means. Surrounded by jaggy, rocky terrain, war has brought production to a halt. Now it's interesting that they say that because they say war has brought that to a halt. It can't mean the Archon War because that's been over for you know a very long time
Yeah.
now. So there must be some sort of internal strife within
I know that they've
Inazuma.
talked that they've like mentioned like little snippets in the story that like the archon like the electro archon's like paranoid, like someone's coming to kill her. So it's
Yes,
got to be
yeah,
some sort of internal conflict.
I would imagine
Otherwise, like,
so.
why
Maybe
would a
some sort
production
of,
facility stop? Number one, because that should be like, oh, we can make stuff now and get rich.
yeah. I'm thinking because it's based in Japan, maybe some sort of rebel daimyo or something, or the
Something to
equivalent
that
of.
effect. Yeah, but that's probably the small settlement. Um, but then actual Inazuma City looks quite nice. And we have here Tenshukaku, which is like I guess the palace of the Electro Archon.
I would imagine so. Yeah, considering they say she takes a kind of direct ruling approach
Hmm.
as opposed to Venti not ruling at all, just kind of being there and letting them do their own thing. Zhongli coming down every was it every year or something?
Every year and then fucking
So
kicking the
like,
bucket.
yeah, and then just heading back up and chilling and vibing around the harbor. This is a very different approach to ruling. This is a straight down I am your emperor style ruling.
Hmm. Also, can I just point out that the little like roof details look like Pikachu tails?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're not wrong. I also noticed the kind of mask on the door, like some sort of animal mask looking thing. Not on the door, sorry, above
Yeah,
the
well, I mean,
second story of the
what kind
building.
of animal looks like a person? That's just a mask.
No,
Oh, it's
it's
like a
it's very
samurai hat.
feline. No, it's got
No,
a
look
very
above it.
feline
It's
look
like a
to it.
samurai hat.
Oh, it's got those, but I don't think those are attached because they're on a different level. There's a roof between those. I
Well,
think that's some sort of animal-ish mask. It looks vaguely feline to me, but that could just be me.
it has a nose and eyes, like a
Yeah,
human.
but not like a human, dude. That looks. It's got a snout, or not a snout, like a dog's nose style thing on the front. But
We'll agree to disagree about the
yeah, I
stylistic
suppose.
decision of the mask.
But either
Inazuma City
way,
looks cool. Looks
it
very
does. The
like
banners are
modern.
very interestingly just the electro symbol,
Mm.
which I guess if this is the clan of the Electro Archon, I suppose that makes sense. But I wonder if there'll be different ones for different areas based on Japan's actual history.
Hmm. And then it's not a picture of Inazuma, but we did get a new character model of a Inazuma character who is supposedly one of the Electro Archon's friends. And they appear to have like pink hair and like the ear hair thingies.
Yes.
Beyond that, I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, I don't know much more than what we see here.
So that is basically the entire 1.5 stream. I don't know if they gave a release date. I assume it's soon.
I would, yeah, if they're releasing a stream about it, it's got to be within the next few weeks, surely.
Mm-hmm. I'm quite excited for it. While
I
it's
am.
not
It'll be
Inazuma
nice to have
yet,
more
it
content.
is very much on the horizon now.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's plausible. It's
and
plausibly coming.
yeah, and then the things they are keeping us entertained with, I guess, in the meantime, are quite sufficient. I think housing will be
Yeah, there's a
fun.
lot
The
to
events look
do.
good,
Yeah,
and the
there's a
games
lot
gets
to
better
do.
with more quality of life and content.
Yeah, the having a house that's going to take up a lot of people's time. Of them like kind of grinding to get like a nice looking house. I know a lot of people are into like kind of dorm design type things in these sorts of games, so that's going to be
Mm-hmm.
another nice addition and like ongoing thing you can work towards.
Yeah. So good characters, good housing, good events, and Inazuma will be very good. Any last thoughts?
Uh, no, pretty well summarized. Yeah, a lot to do now. It gives them some time to finish off Inazuma for hopefully the next release. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes next.
Awesome.